The following is a presentation of 912 Sports. Welcome to On Air with 912 Sports, your number one source for high school sports. With Sean Smoke and Kevin Price. On Air with 912 Sports is brought to you by Coastal Pines Technical College. Go Coastal. Prime South Bank. Find your prime. Robbie Robertson Ford, because Fords are cheaper in the swamp. Gibson Animal Clinic, practical solutions with limited fees. Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, the region's best orthopedic care. And Kim Smoke, licensed realtor with eXp Realty.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal.
Welcome, sports fans, and thanks for watching On Air with 912 Sports. I'm Sean Smoke, publisher of 912 Sports, and we've got a great show for you tonight. The College of Coastal Georgia Mariners hosted a basketball camp this past week, and there were several of our 912 teams in attendance. Kevin Price will have a full report. Also, summer football is underway, and I get a chance to catch up with the new head coach of the Wayne County Yellow Jackets, Coach John Mooring. All that and more on tonight's show, so stick around. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching On Air with 912 Sports.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robinson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Welcome, sports fans, and thanks for watching On Air with 912 Sports. I'm Sean Smoke, publisher of 912 Sports, joined now by the new head coach of the Wayne County Yellow Jackets, Coach John Mooring. Coach, how you doing today, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Man, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I know, Coach, you got the job here. It's been several months. You've been able to get your feet on the ground and meet your teams and all. But let's just start from the beginning and go back and get a little bit of history on you. I know you're from this area. You went to Georgia Southern, played linebacker over there. But tell us a little bit of the history of John Mooring.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in, well, at least in high school in South Florida, Bishop Borough High School in Fort Myers. was recruited by Georgia Southern amongst other schools. Went to Air Force Academy first, and then went up transferring back to Southern to be closer to home. Had a good career there, and then had some pro looks afterwards, and then eventually got into coaching like most of us do. And my first high school job was back at Bishop Moreau in Fort Myers at my alma mater. And then obviously I wanted to get up to Georgia, challenge myself up here with these great coaches. And, I got a job at Savannah Country Day, was there for 3 years, and now I'm here at Wayne County.
Right. Well, you kind of glossed over there. You had a career. You had a great career at Georgia Southern, All-American there. Like I said, I believe you was an undrafted free agent there with the Tampa Bay Bucks. How long were you in the league?
For about a cup of coffee, but it was a great experience. I was a little undersized back then when they still had Mike Allstott playing fullback, and it's a little different game than it is now.
Yeah, most definitely. If you got to try to tackle Mike Allstott all the time, it's trouble. That's for sure. But Coach, like I said, coming from the Savannah area, Wayne comes calling, so you're going to take over that program. We know football this day and age, especially in high school level, is not done by one person. So talk a little bit about some of the coaches that you brought in to be a part of your staff over there at Wayne County.
Yeah, well, Coach Shaw, when he left, he took a good bit of the coaches with him, and then Crutchfield, their D coordinator, left and took a head job, and so really the athletic department was pretty vacated when I got hired. So I was kind of blessed because I got to fill a lot of these spots with coaches, and that's different than I guess it's been for me in my past experiences where you can come in and handpick a bunch of coaches and get them in the building. So I've been really blessed. I have former players coaching for me. I have guys that are from the area that have been around and bring a wealth of knowledge. And I have some guys from South Florida that I know, and Texas and Indiana, that are all coming from all parts of the country to join us. And I really love our staff. We get along great. A bunch of smart guys. I mean, several former head coaches that I can lean on. I think our staff is really, really strong.
Okay. Well, good deal. Well, we'll talk about your offensive and defensive philosophies. I know when the previous administration was there, they kind of like to spread it out and sling it around. What is the John Morin way offensively?
Yeah, well, I'm a defensive guy by nature, but I recently went to offense, and I just try to make it really hard on a D coordinator. Tons of formations, tons of different looks, make you make checks, make you do it with a little bit of tempo, very tempo. And really just try to be a nuisance and make you play a perfect game. And then that's for offense. And then defensively, we're bringing in Coach Ackley, Jared Ackley, got a wealth of knowledge. I mean, I don't even know how many years coaching, 25 plus years coaching, has played in state championships as a head coach and as an assistant. And, that was big importance for me is, this region we're stepping into is having guys that have prior knowledge and won't be rattled by a big game.
Well, I know you had a chance to talk to some of your players. I know y'all had meetings. Y'all actually doing summer practice and all now. You got a chance to go through spring, or did you guys have a spring?
We did. We we had a spring, but got 3 or 4 days got rained out. It was just bad timing, but we got to play a spring game, at least a solid half of a spring game, and then the monsoon came. But we played Johnson up in Savannah. I know their coach pretty well from my time in Savannah, and they didn't have a spring game schedule when I got hired, so I just was grasping at straws trying to get something for these guys so I could see them live before we start summertime. And it was great. I mean, I thought we played well. Obviously there's some things we got to clean up, some high snaps, some ball security, but for 7 or 8 days of practice, and I was very pleased with these guys and how they've kind of jumped in and accepted me as the coach and ran with our schemes and how they're picking things up so far.
Well, Coach, you've got some big-time players over there. Tevin Wallace comes to mind. But talk a little bit about some of the guys that you're going to be counting on to win games this year.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start with Tavion Wallace. I mean, 4-star linebacker, tremendous kid, tremendous athlete, and we just got to, put those guys in the right places to make the best plays. DJ Holloway was another senior that I'm not sure how much these guys played in the past because there was 30 seniors that graduated, and a lot of those guys were in backup roles. But DJ Holloway, Jadarius Everett, Bam, our corner is like really, really, really just solid spring. We just got to keep everybody healthy is the big thing. And I think we'll have a chance to make a little run.
Well, of course, the GHSA didn't do anybody any favors by making this region. It's Region 1-4A. When you go back and you look at it, Coach, between the 6 teams since 2020, there's 6 state championships in this, in this bunch. And oh, by the way, Wayne, you get to be a part of it. But talk a little bit about this region and how competitive it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Bouchard didn't do me any favors. Our non-region's just as hard. I look at it like a challenge. We have 10 games on the schedule, and not one of them you can just sit there and take a deep breath. And it's going to be a gauntlet. It's like playing in the SEC every week. So, the kids know that. We've set the standard this summer, and it's, they put on their uniforms just like us, and we just got to go out there and execute and do the things that win ball games, protect the ball, and just play hard, play fast.
We'll talk a little bit about, we've got all the way to August before we start playing competitive games. What's the summer going to hold for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, I mean, we're deep dive right now. I mean, we're going Monday through Thursday, lifting. Our strength coach, Tristan Yeoman's doing a great job. We had 8 full-time staff members out there at practice today. So that's been a change for me. I haven't had that many in the past. So just being able to kind of oversee and make sure everything's running smoothly has been a blessing. I got a ton of experience, like I said, on the coaching staff. So I have a good feeling that we'll be okay once August rolls around.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time. We're going to keep up with you. We got a lot of events coming up with Media Day and all before the season gets kicked off. Hopefully to see you over there. But like I said, you guys go get better, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right. That's Coach John Moore, the head coach of the Wayne County Yellow Jackets. Y'all stick around. We've got more on air with 912 Sports right after these messages.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Call on us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Price for On Air with 912 Sports. Our summer season for high school sports here in Southeast Georgia got underway this week. In Brunswick, on the campus of the College of Coastal Georgia, the men's basketball program there hosted a team camp for high school boys teams, so several teams in our 912 Sports coverage area took part in the camp, which took place Monday and Tuesday. The month of June, of course, has long been a busy month for high school teams as they use the summer to start putting the pieces together as they build toward the upcoming season. One of the teams finishing up play late Tuesday afternoon was Charlton County. When his team came off the floor, I caught up with Indians head coach Marcus Hawkins, who was going into his second season with the program in Folkston. All right, Coach, thanks for being with us. Obviously, summertime basketball is just kicking off. We're fresh out of that GHSA dead week, really kind of the first week that everybody can get going regardless of the sport. But just talk about you and the Indians and kind of what y'all have been trying to get accomplished here down in Brunswick this week.
Yeah, like you said, the first little bit after dead week, we had a practice on yesterday. So for me, as coach, it's just an opportunity to see that these guys play, get a little rust off of them, see what we got. We have some young pieces. We're trying to see where they can play, what they can play, and so we just want to get them as much experience and exposure as we can. This was relatively close. So some good competition. So we just wanted to get the guys out there and let them play, let them see what we're asking them and what we're trying to get installed and things of that nature. So it's just about seeing basketball.
And I guess this is your second year down there, so is maybe this summer possibly going to be a little easier than last summer with maybe you knowing the kids knowing you, maybe the system kind of already in place? Is this maybe just a continuation of where y'all left off last season, and instead of maybe kind of like starting from scratch a year ago?
Yes and no, because even this summer we have some newer pieces. We had last summer getting in and having 4 seniors who have been there. This summer, we got a lot of young guys. We got a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and then we have some guys who are multiple sport athletes. So we have guys who are with football, who are with baseball. So we're trying to make all of it work. And so there's 1 or 2 pieces who were there who were solid pieces from last year. So we're just trying to let them play, get used to playing with each other, and then learn what we're asking them to do.
And I know from experience that basketball teams do stuff in July, but really June's kind of the heavy month. And how important is that in the grand scheme of things as far as getting ready for the 2024-25 season?
One of the things I tell guys, we don't count wins or losses, but we do measure progress. And so I want to be able to see in June who we have, what pieces, and then I can begin to start thinking in July, August, how we can make those pieces work. And then we can have sort of a better diagram for going into the season. So for me, this is very important because I get to see the potential of the players that we have, whether or not this kid can play at varsity level, whether he play JV, whether he can handle the point, whether he can't, I get to see those things outside of PE are going against each other. Now they're going against some fairly good competition because we're playing some good competition throughout the month of June. And we're playing as much as we can. So it gives me a basis going into the season. So I know where we need to go, how we need to address this, and what direction we need to go in.
And as far as the kids go, do you see a lot of the kids maybe having fun, competing? At the end of the day, they're playing sports and having fun. Are they enjoying the process?
Yeah. I think a lot of them, they're getting away from home. If they're basketball junkies, they get to be in the gym all day, play 3 games. Don't have to wake up, go to school the next morning. So yeah, it's fun. They do football tomorrow. We got a couple guys who are going to UF tomorrow. Do baseball tomorrow. So it's fun. There's nothing else to do in the summer. Keeping them busy. I know the parents are loving it. Keep them out of the house, running up the electricity bill. So it's fun. It's all fun.
All right, good stuff, Coach. Well, good luck to you, and we'll see you on down the road.
Thank you.
Stick around, sports fans. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching On Air with 912 Sports.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robinson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Also on Tuesday, I spoke with Brunswick's veteran head coach, Chris Turner. All right, so we're here with Coach Chris Turner. Coach, talk about just what you're trying to accomplish with your team this week.
Right, we're just trying to get everybody out, participating, trying to figure out who we're going to go with in the season. We're trying to see if any of the younger guys can maybe come up and help us. But we really haven't practiced at all yet, so we're just going into the games right now. It's just sort of just getting your feet wet for a lot of these kids because because we're very young. We had one senior from last year's team, but we're just trying to get them in there playing, trying to keep them in shape.
Talk about just what basketball teams try to get out of this month of June. How important really is this month of June?
Well, it's important because for a lot of coaches, it's a chance to see who they're going to keep, who they're going to cut, who's going to maybe play on a JV level as opposed to a varsity level. So it's really a big tryout in the way I do it, and try to get some kids that I may not see in a regular season game, in a game where I may could see, what they may could do. But it's really June and July is really a chance for kids to, number one, get stronger and quicker, is what we're trying to do, and to work on their fundamentals. And we'll actually start practice tomorrow. Since we won't have games, we'll actually start having more of a practice.
And kind of talk about that. What kind of lies ahead for your team the rest of the summer? Is it?
Let's see, Tuesday, we'll go to a play day at McIntosh. And then on the 13th, we leave for FCA camp, which is at Bruton Parker, which is the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And maybe on the 22nd, we're going to have some teams maybe come to Brunswick. And then on the 28th, we'll go to Camden. But in between that, we'll be getting kids in the weight room. I've got a lot of football kids, so I kind of have to work, wait on my guys from football and try to just keep them. Really what I'm trying to do with those guys is just keep them playing. They're all getting stronger. The ones that don't play football, we're trying to get them stronger.
All right, good stuff. Well, good luck as you get the Pirates ready, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Calling us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
Of course, the camp also has benefits for the Coastal Georgia men's program, which competes in the NAIA. I talked with Mariners head coach Jesse Watkins about all that while we were at the camp on Tuesday. All right, Coach Watkins, thanks for spending time here with 912 Sports, but just tell us a little bit about this team camp. Talk about what this does for your program. We've talked about with some of our high school coaches about what it does for them, but what does this do for your program to bring these high school teams in here?
It gives us an opportunity to do some recruiting, to see what the best teams look like in our area, and also helps us out with watching some of the best prospects that are in our area to do a little bit better recruiting job here to keep some local kids to come here and play at Coastal Georgia. So that's the biggest thing for us to do this camp. This is our second year of doing this camp. We officially got back into it, and it's been really good. We've had some really good teams here for the past 2 days.
And then what kind of feedback have you gotten from the coaches?
Yeah. The only bad thing about it is I did it earlier because I know it was a dead week the week before, but it gave me an opportunity to get these guys on the radar before it's time for us to really get on the road to start recruiting these kids, especially during the live period. But it also gave the coaches an opportunity to see what they got and work on some things that they need to work on while they practice and get into their busy schedule in the month of June before they let their kids go in the month of July. So I kind of think I got a really good positive feedback on some of these kids that we have. We have some real good kids here. Jarvis Wright from Ware County. We've had Bradwell Institute has 2 or 3 really good kids that are on that team right now that are on the radar. So that's what we're just trying to do, to get most of these kids on the radar, and I think it worked out the right way, a good way.
And of course, I guess for you, a lot of it is establishing relationships not only with the kids but the coaches. I mean, kind of getting that coaching network going, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I know a lot of the guys at Bradwell. I know, Chris Turner, who's over at Brunswick High. So most of those coaches that I really know. I think the thing about it is getting to know those guys, and I can put some of their players on the radar if I can't get them. Kind of spread the word. Like, you may want to look at a young man that's on this team or a young man that's on that team. I did that today. I saw two good guys that I know that can play at our level, but I can think they can play at a higher level also. And just made a phone call to one or two coaches just to put them on the radar. So it's you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and we help each other. We all in this for the same thing, making sure their kids get in good programs and get their kids recruited. That's the biggest thing, because a lot of high school coaches, they have a lot going on, but us college coaches, when we're out and about, we can tag team with some of these coaches that we really know at the Division I, Division II level, especially where I've been coaching at, NEI, Division II, and JUCO.
And I guess y'all got some other camps coming up here this summer at the college. Just talk about those a little bit.
Yeah, I got an elite camp that's coming up August the 24th. That's for high school seniors that we're going to invite here. 75, at least try to get 75 players here to actually be on our campus to watch, look at our campus, and we'll take them through some skill development. Our women's coach is running a boys and girls individual camp throughout the month of June and July. So we try to get those kids here to teach them some skill development. It's just kind of building some type of community service here and getting young talent here to say, hey, there is a college here at Brunswick, in Brunswick, Georgia, which is College of Coastal Georgia. So that gives them an opportunity to say, if I can't go make it at Valdosta State or any other institution, why not come here and play here at Coastal Georgia? They showed interest in me and showed me some things that I can really do.
All right, Coach, we'll let you get back to your camp. We appreciate your time. So, Summer Hoops is underway, and we were glad to get in the gym with some of our Southeast Georgia teams this week. We hope you enjoyed it too. For On Air with 912 Sports, this has been Kevin Price reporting.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal!
This has been a presentation of 912 Sports.